Whispers from the void sprawl, in the rain-slicked underbelly of Seattle's sprawl, where neon veins of megacorps pulsed like arteries of an uncaring beast. Jax, Wire, Harlan jacked into the shadows. It was 2073, 2 decades after the awakening spilled magic into concrete and chrome. Elves danced in arcologies, orcs scavenged the barrens, and dragons schemed from cloud-scraping penthouses. But Jax, a decker and ghost in the machine, cared only for Nguyen and the thrill of the run. Tonight's job reeked of trouble, too much pay for scant intel. Desperation was just another deck in the shadows. The fixer, a greasy troll named Gristle with filed tusks, pinged him in a soy calf dive off Aurora. Ezek's black site in the Puyallup Barrens, abandoned after the 68 Vitas surge. Snagged the package from Vault 7. $50K each. No questions. The package, a Daytuck crystal with pre-awakening schematics. Ezek didn't abandon toys. They buried them. But $50K meant a new cyberdeck, one that wouldn't fry his brain on a bad Simpsons loop. His crew mismatched sinless wolves. Miko, the UV glowing tattooed alpha adept with a razor-sharp katana. Big Pete, dwarf rigger whose drone's swarm could level a block. Lena, human mage whose spells reeked of ozone and regret. They ghosted into the barrens under a moonless sky, ash from Mount St. Helens drifting like spectral snow. The black site loomed, a squat ziggurat of corroded ferrocrete, half swallowed by razor vine and pulsing bioluminescent fungi. Manar storms had twisted it, angles off, shadows too long, even in Pete's drone glare. Matrix recons clean, Jax murmured, his deck humming against his temple. He'd slithered through legacy nodes earlier, abandoned ice, flickering like dying fireflies. No alerts. But breaching the perimeter, his icon, a sleek black panther brushed to pull in the data streams. Not a barrier. Fingers on his soul. Miko sliced the rusted gate, eyes narrowing. Reeks of blood magic. Ezek's obsidian and screams flavor. Lena chanted a word, her astral form shimmering on Jax's R overlay. It's hungry, like the void between stars. Inside, flashlights carve the gloom. Mayan glyphs etch the labyrinthine corridors, eroded by time and toxin rain. Boot echoes resonated wrong, space larger within. Pete's drones buzzed ahead, feeds jittering. Structural anomalies. Walls at 109 degrees. Physics glitch. Not physics, Lena whispered. Perception. Jax focused on his deck's glow. Vault 7, 3 levels down. Air thickened with metallic tang, coating tongues like old pennies. Whispers began, faint ideas slithering like wet code. Bend. Unfold. See the curve beyond the line. Miko froze, katana half-drawn. You hear that? Wind. Pete lied, drones circling tighter. Jax jacked deeper. The matrix warped, fractal, non-Euclidean streams twisting infinities that lurched his stomach in VR. Slag. He yanked out, migraine blooming like black mold. Whisper sharpened. We waited in the angles you cannot draw. The stars align again. Lena's ward flickered. Estral bleed. Something watching. Older than spirits. Wrong. She hurled a mana bolt, azure fire crackling, then dissipating. Glyphs pulsed crimson veins through stone. Pete's cum crackled. Corridor moved. Jax's HUD confirmed. The path behind arced like a Mobius strip. Trap. Illusion? Men are born glitch. Vault 7 yawned. Cathedral vast. Dome cracked to the sky. Center pedestal. Jagged obsidian holding the crystal. Not sleek shard, but irregular facets veined black like oil slick, carved with eye-defying angles. Sumerian. Antarctic. Whisper surged, touch us. Unravel the weave. The old once stir in our lies drowned spires. The gate opens here. Miko lunged. Fingers brushed it. She gasped, staggering. Tattoos writhed into bleeding fractals.
It's singing.
Equations that eat themselves.
Black blood trickled from her nose.
Pete screamed.
His topside rig exploded in fireball through the dome.
Drone feet died in static geometries, lines intersecting impossibly.
Ghouls. No tentacles in the smoke.
Eyes like
static.
Silence. Lena knelt, clawing temples.
The entity's here.
Leaking. Ezek poked it in 42 Marner spike.
Thought a metaplanar rift for blood rights.
But holder. Before stars. Yog-Sothoth, Kian Gate. Knows the sprawl is prison. Our world, thin shell over void. Jax's deck screamed. Data ghosts slithering parts like wet tongues.
He dumped Sim, pain lingering psychic gulfs.
Walls breathed. Glyphs expanded like lungs, exhaling shadow pseudopods tipped with eye clusters reflecting folded dimensions. Miko snatched the crystal, burned, but gripped. Eyes glazed, lips chanted guttural, primordial, is. The stars are right.
She turned on Lena, katana flashing.
Mage deflected with force shield, sparks shearing air. Stand down. Jax Drew's Ares predator. Miko's face rippled, skin stretching into rictus grin too wide.
The angles connect everything. Megacorps.
Puppets.
Awakening. Key and lock. Touch it, wire. See truth.
Lena's stun bolt dropped her. Crystal skittered to Jax's feet. He stared, heart hammering. Whispers now certainty, flashes of Cyclopean and Antarctic cities, non-human priests chanting to slumbering entities. Great old once, blind idiot gods dreaming reality warps. Clulu in our lie, dead dreaming, tendrils on metaplanes. Yog-Sothoth, living cosmos, mocking time and space. As Extar stone, beacon, summons. For blood pyramids, but cracked the cage. Pete's fragmented ping in the ash climbing, eyes wet tearing.
Jax scooped the crystal leaden, humming like trapped hornet. Exfil now. Leno, ward exit.
Spells fizzled, mana draining. Shadows birthed chamblers, too many limbed, rubbery hides glistening ichor that smoked air. One latched wall, pseudopods questing, more of needle-teeth yearning. Reeked of collapsing stars.
They dragged Miko up groaning stairs, corridors warped gravity-defying helices, forcing sideways climbs.
Crystal pulsed, you are the node Decker.
Your machine echoes the ultimate gate. Jack in. See angles. Ports itched, weeping cool interwriting firmware. Lena stumbled, shadow coiled ankle. She screamed, hurling fire searing to ash, revealing folding flesh skin to mouth, to eye topology. Not metaplanes, she gasped, cauterizing.
Between. Barriers old once built for kin.
Reality cage.
Awakening weakened bars.
Aztec broke one.
Rumors flooded Jax, Vitas's curses, Ghost Dan's ritual wrong, dragons as servitors to vaster things.
Cosmic dread and corpo greed.
Visions. Sprawl as veil over squirming dreamer, tentacles stirring sound madness. Elves star hybrids. Orcs, primal chaos.
Him, fragile code spark. They burst surface ward. Sigurate vomited them into ash night.
Pete's rig, slag crater ringed by light-sucking impressions. Distance, altered ghoul shambling, flesh bubbling, eyes kaleidoscopic.
Ash storm howled whispers, join us.
Gate widens. Ally rises, sprawl drowns in elder shadow.
Miko stirred in arms, don't run. It's inside.
Convulsed, vomiting writhing black, ichor burning earth glyphs. Lena channeled mass teleport, desperation fueled. Air warped. Crystal resisted, feedback lurching Jax's skull. Vision, stone as Yog-Sothoth fragment, imprisoned eons by rivals. Awakening loosened, Aztec cracked. Touch sanity tribute. Teleport fired. Nausea fold. Rematerialized in derelict warehouse. Miles away.
Jack's hit deck, crystal skittered.
Miko still, tattoos impossible geometries, chest hitching.
Lena collapsed, divine and garbled, gate ajar.
He turns. Stars align 75. Leak spreads. Heat gone, final feed of earth tentacles coiling his form. Ghoul things swarmed, sight irrelevant. Infection viral, metaphysical.
Jack's felt pot right, code dreaming grid curves. Dump crystal. Smelled.
Call dragon to scorch. But whispers promise knowledge, power beyond core, magic. Matrix, void mimic.
Eyes as thoth echoes. His irrelevance cosmic joke.
Dawn grade slats.
Jack's jack to crystal.
Icon dissolved fractals, panther to infinities. Pain ecstasy, madness clarity. Saw Arlai stirring Pacific ward, clue lose dome cracking monotides. Sprawl thin ice over abyss.
Hours later, Lena found Jack's catatonic, eyes void open, murmuring,
Yeah.
Angles connect. Gate opens. Crystal absorbed, starstone tumor pulsing skin. Miko twitched, blade hand flexing toward Lena's throat.
Rain fell harder, washing ash. Baron's cigarette sank deeper. Whispers seeded sprawl, ghouls knew hungry deckers elder glitching, mages drowned dreaming. Stars wheeled, indifferent, aligning for old once full wake.
In shadows, the run never ended.
It only unfolded.